ready to assemble the front pump and everything. I made sure my chuck ball's in there. Now this one is chamfered or peened so the ball doesn't come out. I've got my pump ready. The book notes that this chamfered area has to be up toward the plate. That's critical. I have it lubricated. There's my little dot that I recorded when I took it apart. So it's back together exactly the way it was. I matched up my gasket with the old one to make sure it's the same. Got that on there. And this is my pump plate. I cleaned it, and like I showed earlier, I ran a file across it just to make sure that it's any high or low spots. Get all the holes lined up. Okay. Now, I'm ready to slide this on there. Got that pump on. I got dowel pins lined up. And then you want to install these bolts with the lock washers in the back here. Get those torqued. Hold that in place until I get them tight. And once you get those all in and torqued, this will be ready to put onto the transmission. I've got the pump and everything bolted in. I got my lock tabs bent over, sealing rings are on. I am going to use a used gasket initially because what I want to do is I want to make sure that my end plays are right. And what I'm afraid of is if I use the new gasket, got to take it apart a couple times or whatever, that I'm going to ruin that gasket. So this is ready to go on. I got my thrust washer in there. There we go. There we go, all the way down. There we go. Okay, now what I've done here, the book calls for 3/8 bolts 2 inches long to take the place of the bell housing bolts, and then you install these nut here and 2 bolts here that originally were in there, and tighten it down. And the purpose for that is now we need to check the end play from the other end. So I'm going to have to clear the table here, lay this thing down, and we'll set up some dial indicator. And I've got my dial indicator set up here, just like the book shows you need to do. And I'm going to shove the shaft forward. I'm going to zero my gauge. And I'm going to pry this back. I have about 35 thousandths. Unfortunately, the book says 34 thousandths is the limit. So, what they're trying to tell me is that I need to put a thicker washer in there. And you can see that. I'll do that again. Zero it again. Make sure we're zeroed. And then pry it back. Get my head out of the way. Yeah, we're right at 35 thousandths. I'd like to get it down to like 20 thousandths. That would be the minimum spec. So I need to pull out my 100 thousandths thrust washer and put like in a 115 or something like that. So that's what I need to do.